The British Broadcasting Corporation, BBC, has published a report stating that President Bola Tinubu did not forge his Chicago State University certificate as alleged by his political opponent, Atiku Abubakar. The authors of the report, titled Bola Tinubu Diploma, No Evidence, Nigeria's President, made the conclusion after they contacted CSU with questions about his diplomas. Details of the report published on the BBC website stated that in response to the questions, the CSU said the institution is confident in the veracity and integrity of records regarding President Tinubu's attendance and completion of graduation requirements. And also, part of the responses by the CSU stated that the reason it could not find a diploma issued to Mr. Tinubu in 1979 was because they do not keep copies of diplomas already collected by students. And further, in their response, the CSU says it produced for President Tinubu a replacement diploma dated 27th June 1979, and it also released diplomas awarded to other students that bore similar font, seal, signatures, and wordings as Bola Tinubu's diplomas. And for more on the certificate controversy, let's speak to All Progressives Congress chieftain, Joe Igbokwe. Good to have you join us.
Thank you for having me.
Mr. Joe Igbokwe, let's start by getting your thoughts on the ongoing controversy surrounding the president's certificate and then the press conference held by the former governor of Anambra State, Peter Obi, today.
Okay, let me say that I've known Atiku for over 30 years now. And all this, I don't know why this certificate issue is coming up again this time around. He has been a top-notch worker in Mobo, Nigeria. Spent so many years there and became their financial controller. From there, he became a senator in Lagos State and in Nigeria. And then after that, he became the governor of Lagos State for 8 years. And he is now the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. What else do you want? Chicago State University has given us, even if you don't have that, what are you doing with certificate? What are you doing with certificate? When you engage a man, if you know, and if you meet an educated man, you will know. So what are we talking about? Peter Obi is my friend who went to the same University of Nigeria. He is my brother. He's the former governor of Anambra State. Now presidential candidate of Labour Party. And he came third. I even praise him for coming third. Because I have to tell him the truth. I have to tell the whole world the truth. I'm not an ethnic bigot, and they know me. There's no way without sounding immodest, for Peter to be my brother from the same state, graduating from the same university, for him to get Atiwaju's level, it will take 25, 30 years. I'm saying this with every sense of responsibility. For what I know, I've been with him for 30 years. And I know the person that he is, where he's coming from, and where he is today. I'm not surprised that he's where he is today. It is as a result of hard work.
And I understand what you're saying, Mr. Igbokwe. Yes. I think, you know, the election has passed. These are now matters arising from the election. And what the former presidential candidate is saying is that he is insisting that the president should address Nigerians on this controversy. Beyond what the Supreme Court, hold on, just a minute. Beyond what the Supreme Court will or will not clear, shouldn't the president address this matter and set the record straight and clear all doubts?
These things would have been done before the elections. And I can tell you that they were cleared. You don't even need to clear a former governor of Lagos State. to vie for the presidency of the Federal Republic of Nigeria if reality is to prevail, if we know what we are doing, if we know who is who. So why this apple and orange comparison? People are getting out of the track. People are trying to annoy some other Nigerians or Nigerians. Where are all these things coming from? Actually, is not their mate. It will take my brother 25, 30 years to get Actually status. What are you asking for? Go and engage him. The only way you know somebody who is educated is to go and engage the person. A chartered accountant by excellence. We know where we belong. I'm not a liar, and I cannot lie. This is ridiculous. This is shameful that we'll be talking about these things at a time like this. He came third now. The one who came second has been making noise all over the place. Now he's fired. Why this issue? Where is this issue of papers coming from? You that have certificate, what have you done? I'm not coming here to come and discuss issue of certificate, because if I bring people to interview here, I listen to them. I know who went to school and who did not go to school. So you don't need, it's not rocket science. I'm angry about these things. So,
Mr. Joy,
we should mind what we are doing. We should be conscious of what we are saying. Because some of these things, people will just grab this in and give him, you'll just be reading it.
Anyway, this particular issue, Mr. Igbokwe, is still evolving, and we'll see how it evolves. But I want to ask you, because it seems like we're also seeing a political alliance here beyond the legal battle. What does this mean for your party in future elections, considering the numbers that these parties collectively polled in a general election?
Which number? I don't want to discuss what happened during the elections. I had been a party man. I was the publicity secretary of APC Lagos for close to 15 years. So I know what happened. I know what everybody did. So let's not go there. I expect that Atiku will score 15 million votes. The only person I respect in that contest is Atiku Abubakar, who knew very well that power was also the South. Because we agreed after the June 12 crisis, I wrote Heroes of Democracy in 1999. And I know what we went through. I know how many people that died for us to achieve that democracy in 1999. And people who don't know about it will come now to come and tell us what to do. We have come a long way. And I know these things very well. I understand Nigerian politics. And I know what happened. Has anybody told you how election was conducted in the
Mr. Igbokwe, like I said earlier, this matter is still evolving.
I'm asking you a question. I'm asking you a question. Did anybody tell you how elections were conducted in Southeast?
Well, those are matters for the tribunal and the Supreme Court to handle, and they're already doing that. But we have to leave it there, Mr. Igbokwe. I'm sorry, we do have to leave it there. Thank you so much for speaking to us. All Progressives Congress Chieftain, Joe Igbokwe.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me.